The Cook Islands' latest comprehensive partnership agreement with China is raising alarm bells in the Pacific. This new action plan outlines cooperation in areas such as education, infrastructure, fisheries, and notably, seabed mining. With its vast maritime territory of 2.2 million square kilometers and seabed mineral reserves estimated at 6.7 billion tons of mineral-rich nodules, the Cook Islands holds immense strategic and economic potential. These minerals are crucial for technology and clean energy transitions, making them highly attractive to China, which already dominates global mineral supply chains. Located in the heart of the South Pacific, the Cook Islands lie halfway between New Zealand and Hawaii. This strategic position places them along critical maritime routes and near key Pacific territories. The islands form part of the realm of New Zealand, covering a maritime territory that stretches from the Southern Ocean to near the equator. Their proximity to major sea lanes and undersea communication cables makes them vital for regional security dynamics. The Cook Islands' geographical location plays a central role in China's strategy to project influence across the Pacific, potentially disrupting US defense lines and weakening alliances with New Zealand and Australia. The Cook Islands have a rich history of Polynesian settlement, followed by European contact in the 16th century. They became a British protectorate in the late 19th century and were later annexed by New Zealand in 1901. In 1965, the Cook Islands gained self-governing status in free association with New Zealand. Under this arrangement, Cook Islanders hold New Zealand citizenship and benefit from its healthcare, education, and defense support, though only upon request. Diplomatic relations between the Cook Islands and China were established in 1997, with upgrades to a comprehensive strategic partnership in 2018. Over the years, China has steadily expanded its influence through infrastructure projects, economic cooperation, and diplomatic support. While New Zealand remains the primary partner in tourism and cultural ties, its influence is now challenged by China's increasing presence. The islands have also explored relations with Australia, the United States, and regional organizations like the Pacific Islands Forum. China's dual-use infrastructure projects could provide a civilian cover for military ambitions, raising security concerns for neighboring powers. The planned transport hubs and maritime infrastructure have direct military applications, enhancing China's strategic presence in the Pacific. Such moves reflect China's broader strategy of establishing a new Pacific order, undermining US influence, and potentially isolating key allies like New Zealand and Australia. New Zealand, historically responsible for the defense and foreign affairs of the Cook Islands, views this partnership as a potential wedge. Under a 2001 agreement, both nations pledged to consult on matters of security. However, the Cook Islands government bypassed New Zealand in finalizing this agreement with China. This has ignited fears in Wellington of losing strategic influence in the region. Prime Minister Mark Brown's decision to sign the deal despite domestic opposition indicates a pursuit of greater autonomy, potentially straining ties with New Zealand. While China has pledged support for Cook Islands' aspirations in multilateral forums, critics warn this could lead to increased Chinese leverage. China's interest goes beyond minerals. The Cook Islands' strategic location between New Zealand and Hawaii is pivotal for China's efforts to disrupt US defense lines across the Pacific. Past infrastructure, such as World War II airstrips built by the US and coastwatcher stations by New Zealand, underscores the island's historical strategic value. Protests have erupted in Avruya, reflecting public apprehension about drifting away from New Zealand. Opposition leaders argue that the Cook Islands risks damaging a beneficial relationship. Yet, closer ties with China promise economic diversification, infrastructure development, and potential tourism growth. Ultimately, this evolving partnership signals a critical moment in Pacific geopolitics. With New Zealand lacking the military and financial capacity to counterbalance China's growing presence, questions loom. Can New Zealand rally to defend its strategic interests? Or is this a gradual shift in Pacific power dynamics where China emerges dominant? The coming years will reveal the true impact of this pivotal agreement.